She is back. Yay. Okay. All right, all right. So I think she's back. If not, she's coming back. So, and to do this type of thing, you have to have that confidence. I don't know what happened, but we're back.
Okay, it's not showing back. Okay, there you go. I'm so sorry, y'all. Look, technology, look, it does what it's gonna do, right? Um, so with that being said, with the your confidence, if you all can put in your chat where you calling from, city, state, country. I see we got Africa logging in today. Welcome, welcome, Grace. Um, with confidence, what are some key points that what are some of the experience you have in your life you discovered where you lack confidence in a certain area?
I mean, actually, growing up, I really lacked confidence in every area. When we talk about confidence, self-esteem, all of that, it was like under the ground. I did not believe in myself. I didn't feel like I was enough. I felt like everything that people talked about that I wanted, that I saw them with, I felt like it was for everybody but me. I wanted it, but I didn't believe I could achieve it. I didn't know the things I know now. And it took me a really long time to get to a space to really believe in myself, to really stand up. I was like, when we talk about confidence, that's being, sure of yourself, being certain that I can, I will, and I shall. But, my thought was, I can, I don't know. Oh my God, I'm scared. I can't do it. I don't even know if I should try. So I had a whole mentality of a fear of failure. And because of that fear, I did a lot of procrastination. I made a lot of excuses. And that's what happens when we are in a space and place to lack confidence. But when you understand who you are and whose you are, then you're able to step into that confident space and walk in the greatness that you were called to walk in. Because as we know, greatness is our birthright. So when we know that, we have to walk in the confidence and the surety that God said we can have. We are a piece of the master, so that makes us masterpieces, as we know. And so when we know this, we don't have to shrink back, we don't have to play small, we don't have to step back, we don't have to get caught up in what people are saying. And so many times we worry so much about what other people are thinking, and we remember that one person that said, oh my God, you're so stupid, oh my God, that doesn't make sense, oh my God, why are you doing that? Why do we remember those things instead of the things of people saying, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Oh, I love the way you did this. Oh, you're great at that. Those are the things we don't remember. Why? Those are the things we don't think about. We choose the negative instead of the positive. But we got to realize, like I said, that we are great. Greatness is in us. And so when we understand that greatness and we're stepping into the greatness that we have through our birthright, then you should walk confident and boldly because you have that right. And so don't let anybody make you think that you can't and that you're not supposed to. Let them keep that thought. Know who you are and know whose you are. And if you don't, that's why you have confidence coaches such as Coco, because she is an amazing confidence coach who will help you step in, walk in, live in, and be who you were called to be. Mm.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for that. And I tell people all the time that confidence is a state of mind. So everything starts with your mindset. What are you telling your mindset? What are you telling yourself? Are you telling yourself who you are because based on your situation? Because your situation shouldn't based on you being confident or not. We're going to go through some life changes where the situation just ain't great and it don't look pretty and it looks a little raggedy. But at the end of the day, that still should not tell you, you still should not tell yourself you're not enough because life does happen at times, but you are still what if you are what you say you are. If you're telling yourself you're not enough, you are not enough. So it's going to take you to build that confidence to repetitively say and practice to yourself on a day-to-day basis, I am enough. I can do all things through Christ. I am more than a conqueror. You have to be able to speak those things confidently every day, even when it don't feel good. You got to put these things up in the first thing in the morning. Put them on your mirror so you everybody got to go to the bathroom when they get up, right? You got to look in the mirror, right? I assume everybody got a mirror in front of in their bathroom, right? So you got to start practicing. Affirmation is huge because what you're doing, you're triggering your mind to tell I can, I will, I am. So in order for you to build that confidence daily, you got to start that practice. Transition a new habit for yourself by doing something 21 days and it will become a habit. There will
Absolutely.
be no results if there is no, there won't be any results if there's no action taken. It's called self-confidence for a reason. It's called self-work for a reason. It's called self-discovery, self-accountability, self-discipline. That means you can't use any excuses to point the reason of why you're not being better than you are, why you're not being the great person that God created you to be, because you have to do the self-work on a day-to-day personal development journey. If you want to grow, what you have to do that. So I'm glad that you point out that you said, Rynette, I've been through all areas of my life of not having confidence. Some people are not afraid to admit they are not confident in certain areas. But how do you expect that area not to become better if you don't put it out there that I need help? What's the first step to they say is recovery? To admit. You have to admit that you have an issue, you have a problem, and there's somebody out there that has the solution. So
Absolutely.
in your journey of some of the stuff you've gone through, what is some tools that you may have, like your business with Next Level Chicks? What is something that you tell your next level chicks and making sure they have that confidence to go to that next level?
First of all, they really, like you said, self. That's the first thing. You have to deal with yourself. Because if you don't deal with yourself, a lot of people, in Next Level Chicks, they're all entrepreneurs. You could have a business all day, and whatever you got going on, the low self-esteem, not feeling good about yourself, lack of confidence, do you understand you are your business? So when you don't want to face the facts of what is happening, then all you're going to do is self-destruct. So one of the things that I think that people need to understand is that you must be the authentic you. And whatever it is you're feeling, you have to face. If you can't face and embrace that thing that's happening in your life, how do you expect to grow? And like she just said, life is going to happen. Things are going to happen. But what you need to understand, everybody's happy and wonderful when it's all good. But when it's bad, what are you going to do? Do you lose the confidence? Does the self-esteem go away? Do you understand that's where you learn? That's how you grow. Those are your toughest lessons. It's what you do in the dark. It's what you do in the hard times. This is when you got to dig in. This is when you got to go step up. And as she said, you have got to listen. You have got to have some application in order to see the transformation. And a lot of people are not willing to do the work. You just want to come and lean on other people and this and that. And I understand it is very hard to ask for help because a lot of times we talking to the people that ain't even been through our situation. That's not going to help get you confident. You talking to the people that can't understand. So the first thing that I would say is, as you're working on self, because you need to admit, okay, I myself have an issue. The next thing is stop talking to the people that don't really want to see you win. And then there are some people that may want to see you win, but they don't have what they need to help you get where you need to get. So stop talking to the wrong people. That's my first thing for you. I know you want to talk to your family and you love them and everything, and they probably love you too. But a lot of times they may have those same confidence issues. How are you talking to the people with the same issues looking for help? Looking for help in all the wrong places. You know how people looking for love in all the wrong places? You looking for help in all the wrong places. If you're looking for those people that have no confidence and y'all sitting up there together talking about why y'all relationship not working, how y'all hate the job and you scared to do this and scared to do, how are you supposed to grow? You can't. So you have got to, work on self. And in order to work on self, you have got to get the help. And so you will be better off if you learn to get the right help. Okay. And so that may mean getting a mentor. That may mean getting a coach. That means consistency. You can't do stuff 1 or 2 days and think, oh, voila, the magic is going to happen. It's not going to happen. If you really want to know what the magic is and who the magic is, it's you. You are the magic, because no matter who your coach is or who you working with, you still have to do the work. And that's the bottom line. So in order for me to step into my confidence in who I am today, which is unrecognizable, as I can say, because I didn't believe in me. I didn't ever think I'd be talking to people, helping them to get to a new level. Because half of the people that looked confident and seemed confident and all that kind of stuff, and they'll be like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm successful. I'll be like, they lying, they ain't doing that. Because I know I wasn't doing it. So I just felt everybody was lying. I didn't have the confidence, and I never really believed. But when I started looking at myself, when I chose to stop talking to the people that were sitting in their same situations and not moving and not growing, and I decided to step up out of the box. You can't stay in that box that's closing you in, those same circle of people. And I know you want to want to be with the people, but sometimes you have to step outside of that so that you can get what you need. And so every day I was doing stuff. I was doing it consistently. I was saying my affirmations, like she said. I was taking the action. I self-invested. And it's not just about money, it's also about time. Doing the work when you get in stuff. Because, see, I was the type of person, I pay for something, but I won't actually do the work. And that was the real problem. And so as I was not doing the work and an opportunity came up, every time I would be so excited and ignited, and then I pay for something and talk myself out of it. Well, I don't know. And then I start thinking everybody don't like me and having all this stuff going on in my mind. And I needed the mindset work. And so you got to get your mind right in order to get your life right, in order to step into the confidence that God has said you could have. And you have to remember who you are. Greatness is your birthright. So understand greatness is your birthright. And then when you understand that, okay, that's my birthright, you need to understand, like I said from the beginning, you have purpose. So when you have purpose, that means you are necessary. There are people out there who need you, and they can't get their breakthrough until you do what you're supposed to do. So you are necessary. And so you might realize, oh, I am necessary. But you're not going to get to the place and space where you need to be with the confidence by just talking about, oh, I'm necessary, I'm cute, they should. Like, no, you got to do the work. And so many times people run from the work. They don't want to roll up their sleeves. They don't want to dig in and get dirty. You got to get dirty, baby. You got to do what it is. You got to push up your sleeve. You got to get ready down in the dirt and do the work. Sometimes it hurts. Sometimes, in having a coach, if you have a coach and you hire a coach, and that's one thing I know about Coco, baby, she ain't about to play with you. But sometimes, people get coaches and they say, if they're agreeing with everything you're saying and they're not telling you, hey, baby, this is not what it is. And myself, and I know Coco the same, we're the type of people, we're going to tell you what it is and what it ain't. And that's what I needed. You need somebody that's going to be true to you on what you need to do to move forward in your confidence. And so as I had somebody to push me and help me and tell me, hey, you need to do this and tell me that. And I took it authentically. A lot of times people have problems with constructive criticism. You got an issue. You don't know everything. You already know, and you lack in the confidence. So why wouldn't you do or take the steps to do that? You have to practice. If you say you want to be it, in order to achieve it, you got to do something to be that. It's not going to fall in your lap. It's not magic. You're the magic who has to do the work.
Absolutely. Thank you for saying that. And many times it's people, they want it, but they don't want it. They see it, they want to grab it, but they don't want to do the work. And paying for stuff and never taking action, that doesn't help you. All it is just you went on an emotional move, you paid for it, you have the service, but you're not putting any action to it. You have to implement what you pay for. So if you're going to do the change in your life, you have to implement that. You said it clearly about that was pretty much self-discovery. You have to discover that you want to make the change, and you made the change by, like you said, you stopped going to people who had the same issue. You stopped being around people who had the same issue. You had to put yourself in a space of where you can get the help that you needed to build your confidence, to have the confidence to know that you are wonderfully made, fearfully and wonderfully made, that you can do all things through Christ Jesus. Like, you have to put yourself in that space. We all are given gifts, talents, and ability to do certain things. And what we're afraid of doing is pulling that thing within us that's already there. You got to unveil the power within you. How do you do that if you're staying stuck in spaces that's keeping you paralyzed?
Absolutely.
You have to have confidence to start a business. You have to have confidence to be, elevated on your job. You have to have confidence if you want to go to the C suites at the top of the level of your job. You have to have confidence to write a book. You have to have confidence to step on the stage, step in doing presentations for a school. Or there's people I know in positions right now on a job, and they're afraid to do presentations in front of their bosses or in front of their coworkers. It takes
Absolutely.
confidence. You have to know who you are. You have to believe in yourself. You, like you said earlier, self-assurance is part of confidence. There's so many areas of life of confidence that you don't even realize. Part of confidence is taking constructive feedback from somebody that knows. You can't look
Absolutely.
at another part of confidence is looking at failure as an opportunity, a learning opportunity. It's a growth opportunity. So having that confidence is so important. And I'm glad, Rynette, that you're teaching women how to get to that next level. But of course, getting to that next level, they already got to be confident, because obviously they're confident in you got entrepreneurs, but are they confident to go to that next level that they know it's going to be, the higher you go, the higher the more devils on the level. But you can't be afraid of that, because
Absolutely.
God is going to carry you through levels of life that's going to challenge you. Part of confidence is being challenged, right?
Absolutely. Definitely. And I think a lot of times when we talk about confidence and people, a lack of confidence is because they really don't have clear and defined goals. So if you kind of winging something, somebody asks you to do something, oh yeah, I could do it or whatever, and you start really thinking about it, and it's time, that lack of confidence goes away. You have to be so clear on where you're going, because if you don't have clarity on where, you need clarity, you need consistency, and with clarity and consistency, that's where the confidence comes in. So if you are not clear and sure of where it is you want to go, a lot of times people have a whole bunch of stuff in their head and maybe they're trying to do too much. And so sometimes when you're trying to do too much, you overwhelm yourself, which also causes a lack of confidence. And so now you start to get overwhelmed. You start to have this whole big fear of failure. Then people trying to tell you what, but I'm trying to do this and I'm doing this and multiple streams. And you can have all of that. Well, one step at a time, one moment at a time. Be real clear on what you're doing. And so when you're very clear, because let me tell you something, as you step out on your dream, your goal, and your vision, can I tell you, everybody got an opinion? Mm-hmm. Everybody want to tell, just like when people get pregnant, girl, you need to do this because this gonna happen, and you need to eat that. Every time somebody think they're expert, and like I said from the beginning, don't listen to people who haven't done what you're doing and they 10 steps ahead of you. Don't listen to people who try to give you all of this feedback and they just not qualified, certified, or bona fide. They shouldn't be talking in your life. Everybody can't speak in my life, baby. I don't care who you want to be or who you think you are. You can't talk to me. And I'm going to listen. Because everybody is not that person. So you need to watch, you don't have to be mean or anything about it. I'm clear on what I want to do and where God has told me to go. And it's so many people, as I left my job, girl, you going to leave your job? That don't make sense. Okay, not to you, but to me. See, I was clear and confident in where I was going and what God told me to do. So you have to be really clear. I mean, absolutely positively stand on it 10 toes down, and don't let nobody talk you out of what God said you're supposed to have. When you understand that and you truly walk in it and you know that nobody can change your mind because this is what God told you, this is what you're supposed to do, then you keep doing what God said you could do. Amen. And people don't like change, so you changing up, you stepping up. They're going to try to knock you down, tear you down. Stand in who you are, stand in that confidence. And if you're the person that hates change, that really has a lot to do with the confidence. Why do you hate it so much? Confidence issues, because you really are resistant to change. Change is a part of the process of going to your next level. And so, in order for you to move and be more confident, you've got to be able to just change. Look, when the pandemic came, people didn't want to change, but baby, guess what? They had to change. They had to pivot. You have to be willing to pivot. You have to be willing to listen. You have to be willing to make a change. Okay? Change, like I said, is a part of the process. It's a part of life. And I know the lack of self-belief and the lack of self-confidence, it makes it hard. But in life, baby, we got to do hard things. And that's what people don't want to do. We can't take the easy way out. That's not going to grow us. That's not going to make us go to the next level. If you keep staying in the same place and looking for change, looking for confidence, looking for something different, okay, I'm not even going to go any further with that. I'll shut up right there.
Amen. Amen. Because change is a part, should be a part of your life. You're not growing if you're not changing. If you're the same person from 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago, what are you doing? The results are not going to change because you're not changing. There's no change without a change, right? So you gotta be willing to believe in yourself, know who you are, being authentic, being real, not being a pretender of being anybody else. But when you do the self work, you know who you are. You know where your worth is. You know where your value is. You know your beliefs. You know where you're headed. Like again, clarity. You're gonna have that when you're confident in yourself. You know, I just like you, I had the moment of where I got a couple of people in my life and they are, well, you just need to get a job. I know what my purpose is. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. And at the end of the day, you're not going to make me see anything different because God has given me the vision. I'm walking in my purpose. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to help change the lives of those who need to have that belief within themselves so they can achieve their goals. Because you can't achieve a goal if you don't believe in who you are, if you don't believe you can do it. So
Absolutely.
I'm walking in my purpose, and it's important for anyone on this watching this video. I hope that you are in the space of wanting to learn how to build and increase your confidence. It is not a one-day process. It's a continuous process, long-lasting process, a nurturing process of increasing your confidence because life does happen unexpectedly. So I want to thank Rynette for coming on to the Confidence Talk. Rynette, do you have anything coming up that you can share with the people that they may be interested in? How can they find you?
Okay, so actually tomorrow I have a manifestation challenge. There's more in 2024, and that's one thing that is going to help you with the confidence, because one thing I know is that a lot of times people want to manifest something, but you can't manifest what you don't believe in. And a lot of people think that manifesting may be like woo woo and it's like something, but manifesting is real. And that is really a mindset. And if you can't change your mindset, then you can't expect stuff to change. So the manifestation challenge, it is 5 days. It's January 28th through February 1st. It'll only take you about 10 to 15 minutes of your time during the day to do the work. I'll be doing videos early that morning. You get your video on the first night, which is tomorrow. I will be going live doing some hot seat coaching and kind of talking to people about the challenge, and they'll be able to ask questions. And then again on the last day, seeing where you are, what your results are, and then closing out by giving you information, because even though the challenge will be over, the manifestation, the confidence, the things that you need will not be over. Like Coco said, it is a continuous process. And that's the thing. People get comfortable when they think they moved they moved a notch, they moved somewhere. But if you don't continue to do stuff to keep you going, then you'll lose it. So you got to continue to move forward. So I would love for you all to join me. You can find me under Rynette Upson-Bush on Facebook, Instagram, I don't do too much Instagram. My party is on Facebook. I'm on all social media sites, but I'm on Facebook like all the time. So that's where you can find me, and it will give you the link to my self development group for next level women. And that's where the challenge will be held. Manifest more in 2024. We start tomorrow. If you're ready to manifest the things, baby, because 2024, I've been manifesting. I'm gonna tell you that right there, right now. God is good, and He will do what He say He gonna do. But you got to believe. So yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Y'all, we want to thank you for Rynette Upson-Bush for coming on to the Confidence Talk, and we sharing our tips, our knowledge, our education, and our experience with you on Confidence Talk. And you all know you're on my page. Y'all can share this video, share it with somebody who may need it. And only thing that I have coming up, I do have my conference coming up, which is June 7th and 8th. And you can go to my page and see Reclaim Your Confidence Conference, book your ticket. The early bird special stops January 31st, and then February 1st will be regular price. So if you want VIP or if you want general admission, you better get that discount before the early bird special ends. It's going to be absolutely amazing at this conference here in Las Vegas, Nevada, June 7th and 8th. I want you to see you there. So touch base with me, follow me. And I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. And make sure you do the self work that is needed to build your confidence. Have a blessed day.